diagnose and/or claim to cure any disease or condition, or give any medical or legal advice. All music is purchased and owned by LGA Broadcasting. The views, opinions, and representations expressed on the K-Ghost Radio Network and its website are those of the host, guest, and participants, and they are not necessarily those of or endorsed by the network, its affiliated stations and broadcast, management, or advertisers of the network. The show is found under LGA Broadcasting Network. UFO Talk Radio can, but does not necessarily promote any particular lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only, and they are not intended to treat or diagnose and/or claim to cure any disease or condition, or give any medical or legal advice. All music is purchased and owned by LGA Broadcasting.
I got the windows rolled down, got the radio up, and I'm heading out of Vegas tonight. And it's a 1:30 on a 4-day run, and the desert is a welcome sight. I can see you there in that dress you wear, and it's keeping my foot on the gas. I drink a gallon of Joe just to make it back home and hold you in my arms and laugh.
From deep in the desert of Nevada, broadcasting to the world, it's the Glenn Larry Show. Are you ready? What you are about to experience is real. Right along with us. From deep in the desert of Nevada, the Glenn Larry Show.
I am here, everybody. I do welcome. I bid you guys hello and welcome to the show. Whatever time zone you might be in, I hope that you're listening and you're telling your friends about the show. Yes, to all the late night drivers out there, I do bid you hello. I saw you guys the other day. I always stop to get my coffee down there at the truck stop, by the way. And those that recognize the show and said they've enjoyed the show, thank you for listening again. And 73s to all the ham operators and sidebanders there. I've been on 27555 and been talking to everybody overseas. It's been a lot of fun. A lot of DX coming in, by the way. To K6RCL, that's the ham operator. And Galita, good friend of mine, Dennis, of course. And, of course, the one and only that we all know, Whiskey 60 Baker, Art Bell. We love him dearly. And he was a great man back in the day. I'll tell you for sure. And I want to low powered FMs and AMs net out there to KPFF up there in Pahrump, Nevada. What a great little station. You get a chance to dial them in. Boy, they're fantastic. Don't forget to subscribe to YouTube. Push the button and the bell so you know when we're on. We're on all the Facebook pages. Now we're back on, thank God. Yeah, just when you change things around the computer, things just kind of get kind of crazy. Big hello to Dee and Ken out there over there in Florida. And, of course, station, as you have it here, 23, of course, Avondale Fire Department. Hello, everybody over there. And to everyone, we do thank you. Our past shows, we've had time machines, time travelers. We've had UFOs, ghosts, and, of course, we talk about all sorts of stuff. And we had Flat Earth was one of the shows that we had. And I had a lot of response from that show. And people are begging me to have this guy come back on the show. Bring that guy back. We'll talk to him and hear more about, Flat Earth. And the guy was interesting to talk to anyway. So I went through all my papers and everything. I dug and dug. I gave him a call. And his name's John. We call him John, and he's the Flat Earth guy. And he knows quite a bit about it. Quite an interesting movement, And as I understand, in 1958, this all kind of rose up again about Flat Earth. I don't know why NASA had something to do with that. I don't know. But a lot of theories out. Is it flat? Is the Earth flat? Or is it round? A sphere? Well, what is it? I mean, there's so much going on about that. So many different ideas and views about the Flat Earth. And I don't know. I've got me confused. You think? Well, we're going to find out, and we're going to have John on here very soon. So we'll be back right after this. So stand by.
There's no typical meth user. I was from an upper middle class family. Meth is terribly addictive. My first time using it, I was hooked. There was no turning back. I lost my job. I was homeless. I never thought I'd see my family again. I have a great fear of meth because it took so much of me. I mean, it took everything. Meth took over my soul.
Visit our website at drugfree.org. A message from the Partnership for a Drug-Free America.
Hey, boys and girls, there is no outer space. We're on a flat world. They fooled the human race. We all fell for it before. No one should buy it anymore.
And that was done by our Flat Earth guy, John. And John, are you with us, my friend?
I am here.
Well, fantastic. That's a good song, by the way.
Yeah, well, I hadn't listened to it in a while, and I love the way it came out. And the background singer, she went by Q. She did great oohs on it.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd like to correct you a little. I'm a round, stationary, horizontal earther.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stationary and horizontal earther.
Yeah.
That's what I call myself. And I appreciate. I like. By the way, the song you had playing at the top of the hour. I love that song about Vegas. I love that. Was a great song.
Yeah, well, thank you. That's done by Chris Ears, and he's a great writer. This guy.
I love that.
He really.
I love that. But I loved hearing my Flat Earth song. By the way, it's called Space Farce, and I give Trump kind of some kudos on it because he was thinking about Space Force all the time.
Yeah.
And
During
so
that time.
I said, wait a minute, let's make it Space Farce.
Right. Well, in the song, it's all been kind of we've all been snowed over about all the Earth being round, and many people think that the Earth really is round. And scientists have said it's round, and there's been science, they've proven that they've had pictures, there's all sorts of stuff that say it is round.
Well, you mean more so just say it's a ball. I don't believe it's a ball.
Well, yeah. What makes you think that the Earth is flat?
Well, it's okay. Let me start with where we got the heliocentric universe. Is what the heliocentric is to me. It came from the liars that are still lying today, Freemasons, Jesuits, Roman Catholics, and I can't even say the other word, but let's look at Carl Sagan.
Yeah.
He was an astronomer. Take the G out, put a T in, and what do you get? Carl Sagan. You get NASA has the serpent's tongue in its logo, and you get the T because they count down with T minus 10, 9, 8. That's where you get the T. And anything that has a serpent's tongue in a logo, I don't think I can trust, and that's your NASA. And then you get the Freemason Sir Isaac Newton, gave us gravity, which to this day has never been defined. Then you got the Jesuit Roman Catholic priest of Copernicus, who gave us the soulless system. He made it up. And that's kind of what really made me not only see the proofs, and by the way, Eric Dubé has his video out again. Back when I started looking at it, he had 200 proofs the Earth is flat. He just re-released it. You can find it on YouTube. And that's what really got me back about 2015. And once I got on the flat Earth, I never looked back. That's what I always say. Once you go flat, you don't go back. But I'm much more than just a flat earther. I'm a 9/11 truther, handing out 9/11 truth from 2004 to 2016. I'm a truther about vaccines and viruses. I knew that the certificate of, jab, certificate of vaccination, I can't even say it, ID, that's what it stands for. ID, and 19 stands for artificial intelligence. They said we had 19 hijackers, but there weren't any hijackers. There were no planes. 19 years later, we get COVID-19. Now we're in climate change 19. And all this stuff is big lies. And I got all kinds of books here. The best book for Flat Earth is Edward Henry's The Greatest Lie on Earth. It's still for sale at Amazon, I believe. I think he's got it up to 900 pages now.
Oh,
and you read that book, and you're pretty well sold.
Well, it's something that the audience can probably get a hold of course.
Yeah, I handed out 50 of those.
Uh-huh.
I handed out about 40 of
At the
John Perkins' Confessions of an Economic Hitman. Another book, Dissolving Illusions by Dr. Suzanne Humphreys, I handed out a bunch of those. That goes through viruses and vaccines in a truthful way.
Right.
And I've got the book here in front of me, The Real Dr. Fauci. I got a passage I wanted to read you, but I'm more than just a horizontal stationary earther. I'm a truther.
Right.
I always say this: I am my own truth movement. I've been members of many truth movements,
Mm-hmm.
and I get censored in all of them.
Okay. Well, back to flat Earth, John. You know the theory about seeing the boat going out into the lake or out in the ocean and it gets smaller and smaller and it starts to disappear.
That's you can only see so far.
Right.
Then there's a lot of things you can see further.
Yeah.
And that's the story of Columbus.
Right.
And
it's been proven.
poppycock. We're surrounded by Antarctica ice. It's an ice ring that keeps the water level, and the whole thing. No stationary horizontal earther believes any of that stuff from way back. They actually hijacked many of the civilizations in the past. They all had pictures of a flat Earth with a dome. In the Bible, it says it's got a dome, water above, water below. I think there's 250 references of a flat plane.
So if I actually went past that big ice wall, what you call it, where would I go? In space?
That's the big question. That's why they had the Antarctica Treaty in 1958, where everyone's not supposed to go there. Now, it's funny. That's when NASA began, about the same year.
I think
Ironic,
they started in
do you
58.
think that's a coincidence?
Hmm.
That's what they want. They want everybody not to go past that. There's talks that there's other lands beyond the ice wall. I'm trying to think of
they've
the
obviously
explorer
flown.
that went and was explaining to it. The name. I have a brain fart now and then. I
Well,
hope you don't
people have
mind.
flown over Antarctica. they've flown
Yeah,
over
he
that.
went over the ice ring. The name escapes me right now, but
Doolittle or
there's a good chance there's other lands on the other side of it, and they don't want humans to find that out. That there's a lot of resources on the other side,
right.
and so they kept people away from it.
Interesting. How do you explain the lunar eclipse and all that things going
How do I
on?
explain what?
The lunar eclipse and the
The eclipses.
yeah.
Well, the moon is actually its own light source. It's not very far away. Remember, Richard M. Nixon made a landline call to the moon. Supposedly he called the moon astronauts 238,000 miles away, and that just kind of makes the moon landing go bye-bye. They had 6 trips to the moon, just like we had to be 6 feet apart. The number 6 is brought up a lot. 13, Apollo 13 was the one that had trouble supposedly going around the moon. And remember, duct tape saved its life to bring it back. Duct tape.
Yeah. Had some problems in
the things. There's the moon. The whole moon thing is such a joke. And
Do you think that's fake? That we didn't go to the moon, or
what's that?
you think we did not go to the moon?
No, it's a light anyway. It's a light. It's not a big. The biggest hoaxes have the easiest way to show that they're a hoax. And the one sentence I always say: "And Nixon made a landline call to the moon." That's all you got to know. It's a hoax.
Well,
And,
via a radio, 1 watt, I believe it was, but through a huge dish, as I understand.
well, whatever they say,
I'm just throwing it at you, so
Richard M. Nixon, to me, he was brought in the political arena by Prescott Bush in 1947.
Mm-hmm.
All these people are basically connected when you look at all of the people that we've had in our political arena and entertainment. They're all connected at some point in time.
Mm-hmm. With this flat Earth, John, how do you explain? Well, we've been into space, and the astronauts look back and I see this round, beautiful Earth, And they're at the
Well,
space
the pictures
station.
are all CGI for the most part, and they're not real. They have a famous picture from the moon going back to the
Yeah,
Earth,
I just had that up.
and the Earth should have been a lot bigger than what we were seeing. They don't even take into account that the people aren't looking very carefully, and we've had so many Earths that are different. I mean, NASA can't even keep track of all the different ones they show us. Sometimes Africa, the continent's way bigger than it was the last time. The maps, the flat Earth map, as far as I'm concerned, there really hasn't been ever a map that's really 100%.
Of the flat Earth?
The flat basically shows, though, that Polaris at the center and everything that you see, all these we're supposedly
Okay.
what's it, 66,600 miles around the sun. The Earth is tilted at 66.6 degrees. There's so many equations in the heliocentric universe that end in 666, and you know that number is not a good number.
No.
And 666 comes up all the time in the heliocentric equation. And
Right.
the Earth is supposedly moving around the sun, which is going 500,000 miles an hour, 500 million miles an hour.
Right.
And there's billions of stars, as you remember, Dr. Carl Sagan, said billions and billions of stars. Those are lights in the sky, and everything that we thought we knew, it's basically like my song says. We all thought of it, but we just had the Flat Earth convention in Vegas here at Samstown.
Yeah.
There was like 700 people
Wow.
there, and
Pretty good.
people, we basically laugh at the globe, and we laugh at all the things that NASA shows us. Do you remember about 5 years ago, they showed the black? They said they found the black hole. Remember that?
Yes, yes. Mhm.
And they said
Just
it was
had that.
500 million light years away.
Right.
Okay, how the hell did they figure that out? And they said, they just throw these numbers at you all the time, and it's laughable. We are at the center. We have a beautiful clock. The moon tells you the day of the month. The sun tells you the time of the day, and the stars going around
Right.
tell us the season.
Right.
And that's what we have this beautiful clock. You don't need GPS, folks. You don't need a clock. We got a clock every day. And it's to look up at the sun. The sun is the same size as the moon, going back to the eclipse.
Mm-hmm.
And when the eclipses are explained a lot better on a flat, stationary, horizontal plane. They go, when the sun's on one side of the flat plane, it's dark on the other side as it goes around. The best, one of the best flat Earth songs, I believe, is George Harrison's song, "Here Comes the Sun." The sun's coming at you every day, and then it goes away.
Yeah.
And you never feel like you're going around it.
Right.
You always feel like it's coming at you.
Yeah.
Well, it is. It's coming at you.
We have all these round planets up there, and then we have the Earth that's flat. That's what kind of
Those are lights that you're looking at up there.
Those are
Those are
lights.
lights.
interesting.
They're not. I mean, even at Pluto, they had the picture of Disney on it. The Disney Pluto character was on it. One of the pictures NASA showed us. They laugh at us all the time. NASA gets $70 million a day, $450 billion a year.
Wow.
If they told the truth, all those jobs would end, and everybody would say, "How? Wow, what the heck is going on?"
Right. I'm going to open the lines up, everybody. 1113 is my guest on that line, so we're going to go to 1114, and I'm going to have Ross tell you about that.
702-874-1114. That's 702-874-1114. To talk with Glenn Larry, deep in the desert of Nevada, lines are open at 1-702-874-1114. That's 702-874-1114. Now, here again, Glenn Larry.
And I'm back, of course, with John, our Flat Earth gentleman. And we're going to have calls. It's already starting to ring. I've been getting a lot of emails on the side here. Of course, we're on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe and like us, of course. Let's see what we have here. You're on the air with John, and what's your name and where you're from, please?
This is Ken from down in Florida.
Hello, Ken. And John, can you hear him okay?
What's his name, Ken?
Yeah, there you go.
Hi, Ken.
John, I want to ask you a question. Where can we fall off this earth at if it's flat?
Well,
Everything flat I've ever seen, there was a way you can fall off
That's
of it.
what everybody always. No stationary horizontal earther like myself ever believed you can fall off because there's lands probably on the other side of the ice wall, and that's the big joke that they always play. When Obama was president, he said it like 8 times. The Flat Earth Society. No flat earther like myself believes anything of the Flat Earth Society. We're stationary, we're grounded, we're horizontal. You don't fall off. They even tell you can only go 8,000 feet deep in the regular Earth, they tell you. Well, that's because you stop. I don't know what's below us. We don't know. Listen, I would be the first to tell you, I don't know everything at all. The more I know, a little I know. I looked at flat Earth thinking it was a joke like all of us did. We are on the flat Earth. But then we went away finding out that the globe was a bigger joke than the flat Earth. So you don't fall off it. We never thought that. And that's just the answer to that.
I've seen Christopher Columbus. He thought he could sail off the end. And
yeah, that was
didn't
the
happen.
story. See, Christopher Columbus was all in on it. That's the story. All the official stories we get are just of so many famous people. When you research it all, it's. By the way, why do we have a Columbus Day? The guy was a rapist and a murderer. We should not have a Columbus Day. He was no hero. He was not a good guy at all. We should end Columbus Day. That would be my first thing to say about changing our holidays. We really don't need a President's Day. Yeah. Name a president you could trust. None of them you can. They're all in on it. That's what people have to know. This is a big lie, and I could go into a lot of big lies, but then they'd probably cut me off the air of some of them.
Yeah.
Well, I watch what I say, too, because they probably would me, but you say the moon's a light. Well, what keeps that light burning?
There you go.
What's the question?
What keeps the light burning? If you say the moon is a light, what keeps that light burning?
It's its own light source. I'm not sure what it is. All I know is it tells us the days of the month. It's the Creator gave it to us. It's not a rock. We're told the rock reflects light from 93 million miles away, which is ridiculous. It's a light. Its own light source is the moon.
Really?
The sun and the moon are both lights. They're the same size. They're not very far away. The sun is not 93 million miles away. We don't have trillions of stars. We have trillions of lights. We got lights out there. That's what they all are. So, I mean,
why does
you don't have to believe me. If you want to keep believing the heliocentric universe given to us by liars, they're all liars. Sir Isaac Newton, in fact, Tesla said all those equations are meaningless. They're meaningless. They don't prove anything. Einstein never did any kind of anything. He just sat and made stuff up himself, but he never did a test of anything. He never tried to prove anything. He just made stuff up.
Well, I don't know.
He was given and the guy who was Stephen Hawking. You really think that guy was giving us all that stuff in the wheelchair? I mean, this is a huge hoax. You have to understand it, folks.
And who's all in it? That's what's getting me. Who's the puppet master?
Well,
here's the thing. You say Einstein.
You can't say their names on this air, man. They're not real. Who they say?
Yeah.
We know the war going in the Middle East. Okay, there's a hint.
Go ahead, Ken.
Einstein was in on dematerializing the boat and moving it. And I'm going to tell you this much right now, I know to be fact. That boat the government said was destroyed. That boat is in Philadelphia, in the naval shipyard, and it's so camouflaged, you'll never find it.
Now, what boat are you talking about? I didn't hear you.
What was the name of that boat?
Philadelphia experiment, you mean?
Yeah, and the Philadelphia experiment. That was real.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that, listen, there's so many stories that they tell us that they hide the truth of it all the time. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, they
Interesting.
hide the truth that boat was destroyed. It was not destroyed. That boat's in Philadelphia, in the naval shipyard, and it's well camouflaged. I know that to be facts. I had 2 kids that was in the Navy, and you cannot get near it. You can't get near it.
So it's sitting there like a ghost ship. You could actually bump
I think
into
the
it.
boat was the Aldrich.
Eldridge, right? USS Eldridge. That's
It was
correct.
the Aldrich. That boat was never destroyed, and that boat was dematerialized and moved from Philadelphia to Norfolk, Virginia, and moved back to Philadelphia. And the people were stuck in the metal. It was, and I think here about 20 years ago, one of the people was on that boat. They found walking the streets of New York, and he didn't know where he was.
I'll be darned.
He was lost in space.
Back in time somehow. Wait, yeah.
I mean, these are facts. You can't take away facts, John. I don't know about. I think the moon is the moon. I don't think it's a light bulb up there under a dome that shines on us.
Right.
Because you can see the moon when it turns. You can see different images on it. So I don't have
Like I
anything.
said, you don't have to believe anything I tell you, man. I
No.
just, well, for my research, the moon is a light. It's not a rock reflected sun from 93 million miles away. That's just nonsense.
Well, what is this?
Nonsense.
What is this dome all about? What's it made of? What I mean,
Well, the dome is something that people, you know, the reflections of rainbows reflect off the dome. You know, Hillary Clinton always says we got to break that ceiling. They make references to it. I don't know what it is. I don't have all the answers. Okay?
Right, yeah.
A lot of
Well,
times
I
people think I
still like
just
talking
know
to
what
you,
I've
John.
found to be what I believe is truer than what we were told. And most of the things we are told as growing up, I have a song called Memorization. They tell us to memorize stuff that is nonsense.
Right.
Most of the stuff we memorized was nonsense.
You
The
talk
history
about
we're
it,
taught is not
John.
real. The history
You
we're
talk
taught
about
we're
Hillary.
supposed to look a
talk
certain
about
way
Hillary
and
Clinton.
feel a certain way because that's what they want us. They want us to be indoctrinated to be workers.
Right.
That's what they want. John D. Rockefeller, the Carnegie, they made the education system so we would all be dumbasses and want to work 8-hour day shifts, and it's all poppycock. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I get it. Yeah. Well, Ken, did that answer your question or whatever? I mean,
Well, he talks about Hillary Clinton. I wouldn't believe anything that come there because she said her husband didn't have sex with Monica Lewinsky.
Yeah, well, I'm
but
just using that
we
as an
proved that
example.
wrong, right?
They
So we
throw
won't
out
go there
words
no
out
more
there
now.
we'll
glass
stay away from
ceiling.
politics.
They're
These
in on it, too. They
politicians
know
are
what's
because
going
they're
on.
all little on
I
the
don't like
crooked
her.
side.
I don't like anybody in our political arena.
Well, I do like Donald Trump.
Well,
Yes,
he's part
I
of it
do.
too, though. He's an actor. They're all actors. I don't believe any of this trial is real. It's all a game they're playing on us.
Wow. Yeah.
Well,
Well, Ken, thank you for calling. I appreciate it.
you take care,
All right.
Larry.
All right,
Yeah,
buddy.
Don't let
Nice
the
talking with
alligators
you, my
get you.
friend.
They're like, yeah, I saw the alligator, man. Unbelievable. Yeah,
He
the
got
alligator.
that pig.
You got the pig.
He got the whole. You see him, and he drug it up the pipe.
Unbelievable, folks. Yeah, I got
A
this.
big alligator eat a pig?
Yeah.
He's in my backyard. He's been there for years.
Oh, wow. Well, tell the alligator I said hello.
Thank you,
He
Ken.
got the pig. You see that I sent you the pictures.
Yeah.
You have to show him.
I will.
You have a good one, Larry.
Thanks
Take
so
care.
much. Bye-bye, buddy.
Okay, bye.
Great people there in Florida. Yeah, he sent me this picture of this alligator got this pig in his mouth. Unbelievable. Yeah.
Backyard?
Yeah, his backyard in Florida. For those folks calling in, here's the number. We can put it out there again.
To talk with Glenn Larry, deep in the desert of Nevada, lines are open at 1-702-874-1114. That's 702-874-1114.
Okay, caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you from? Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Yes, Jonathan. I'm calling from Dallas, Texas.
Go ahead, sir. You're on the phone with John about flat Earth and what have you. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay. Is
Hello?
this the is this the one that's saying that the Earth is flat?
Yes.
I say the Earth is stationary and horizontal.
Yeah, I just think that you are you and the whole flat Earth gang are really what's wrong with what's holding back science today and astronomy. And you have all these people out there that are that have already debunked this. I don't even know if you should even call it a myth. It's just kind of nonsense. And I just don't know what forgive me for saying it, but what planet you live on.
Well, you can call it nonsense. I call the science we were taught nonsense. Makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
I call everything that we've been taught actually in history is nonsense. And I live on a horizontal stationary Earth. And by the way, they tell you what it is. It's spelled plane. It's a plane. You fly in the air over the plane. They always tell you what it is, my friend. It's right in your face. It's an airplane. It's not an air rounder. It's not an air glober. It's an airplane. Okay.
How
can you
explain the Tesla the SpaceX launches that just happened a few months ago? We've had a couple of them now, and they're on live TV. You had hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people tuning in, watching it in person and on TV and live on social media. And these ships have cameras on them. How do you explain that?
Well, I explained that people are duped. I saw the pictures that India said they put out something on the moon. It was a joke. They're all cartoons, basically. I saw, I think it was the Chinese, when they landed on the moon or something, they were going crazy, and it looked like a cartoon. How do I explain it? People are duped all the time, and, I'm not duped anymore. The moon landings were all a joke. Again, we had 6 of them. It's all Freemason BS. The rockets go up, and they go right into the water. They don't go up into the space. There is no space.
So, sir, you still haven't explained to me. I'll give you the moon landings because it was such a long time ago, and I understand that there may be some hesitancy to believe some of that. But there's no reason to think that now. Like I said, the SpaceX launches were clearly videoed, and even the failures were documented. Why would they even document that?
Remember the car that Elon Musk put up, and he said it looks fake, but it's real? Remember that?
I remember the picture that they posted.
It's fake. It's all fake. He's even telling you. Elon Musk said it looked fake. It's fake. It's not. There's not.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the launches.
It's a joke. It's all a joke, man.
Okay.
So where is Mars at then? Is
Mars
it
is a light. They're all lights. We're not sending. By the way, here in Nevada, there's a lot of places where I think they use for the Mars rover. Right here in Nevada.
You think so?
It looks just like Nevada, where they're trying to show it's Mars, a red planet. It's a red planet.
I have some.
It's a red light.
I'll tell you this, sir. I have some oceanfront property here in Dallas that I'd love to sell you too.
Interesting.
Well, that sounds really nice. I'll be over there next month.
So here it is. I mean, I'm looking at this map of all the different planets and what have you, different colors and atmospheres, and of course, galaxies and what have you.
Larry, you're a very smart guy, and we all know that how your views on alien activity and whether or not extraterrestrials are real or not. So how does this go into your worldview? I gotta think that this just collides with everything you know.
Yeah, I have my own opinion on that, and I truthfully believe that we're not alone. in this huge atmosphere and this.
Well,
this
where the heck
this
are
space.
they? They're just hiding out there
Well,
in the terminus.
Can I answer that? Maybe they come from the other side of the wall. Maybe that's why they don't want us to go on the other side of the ice wall.
Sir,
That's
this
where they
isn't
could
Game
come
of
from.
Thrones.
Maybe they come from below. They could have come from below. You know, there's giants supposedly living below us. Big skeletons they found.
The skulls.
I don't know where the
Yeah.
aliens come from. I'm not saying there's no aliens. I'm not saying there's no UFOs. We got all kinds of technology to make UFOs to make people believe there are.
Oh
But
yeah, Hollywood.
they're not coming from space. I don't believe that, but they could be coming from other places on the other side of the ice wall, or they could be coming from below.
Right. Interesting.
So how do you
I'm not
explain?
dismissing
How
that.
do you explain meteorites, like what killed the dinosaurs, or do you even
Well,
believe
yeah,
that?
again, dinosaurs. That's another hoax, buddy.
Another hoax.
There weren't
Well,
dinosaurs.
sir, I gotta tell you, you just used skeletons as a case in point of giants into the ground, but yet you won't accept the skeletons of dinosaurs that they found all over the walls.
The skeletons on the ground were real, and they try to hide those from us. But the dinosaur stuff, all those dinosaurs are not real bones. They're all plastic made, and they make them think. Oh, look at the Jurassic Park.
Plastic.
The Jurassic Park movies are all to make people believe in dinosaurs. The Star Wars movies are to all make you believe in space. That's what Hollywood is all about. Hollywood and NASA, they work hand in hand, side by side. They're the same entity, all entertainers. They're all actors. Our government is all actors, every one of them. Trump's an actor. Biden, I don't know what he is. I think he's a robot by now. But bottom line is that's what we get.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
Well,
unbelievable, isn't it? Yeah, all this stuff we're told is unbelievable. You're right about that. And remember, William Shatner went up to space
yes.
on the Jeff Bezos on the flight, right?
Yeah, he went up there. Yes.
Yeah, they sent a 300-pound 90-year-old up. Now, back in the old days, at least they had astronauts who were in shape to go up. And remember what Shatner said when he got off, when he came down?
What did he say?
He said it was unbelievable. It sure was unbelievable. He said exactly what he should have said. You know what? It was unbelievable that I was up there because I wasn't anywhere. Anyway, 300-pound 90-year-old, they sent it up to space now. I didn't know. I thought you had to be kind of in shape for that.
Well, yeah, I think you're forgetting he's Captain Kirk.
That's
I mean,
right.
Come on.
That's right.
Yeah, Captain Kirk, there's another. Yeah, all that stuff to make you believe in space. None of it was real.
My friend in Texas, I want to thank you for your call. We're open up this line for someone else.
Thank you, Larry. Thank you for your time, and I really hope that that the world isn't taking this stuff seriously because we've come so far.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
hate for
believe
us
me,
to go
it is.
back.
The flat Earth community is growing bigger than you thought, buddy.
And
They're
that is
trying to
scary,
stop us
sir.
like they
That's
stop all
scary
this
to
movement.
me because you're just anti-science. Next thing you know, you're going to tell everybody not to
Anti-science.
get vaxxed.
It's a seance. It's not science. It's a seance.
Oh, there, yes, sir.
It's
I'm
interesting.
going to stand on the side of science.
Yeah.
on this
Well,
one,
go
okay?
ahead. Hey, how about the science of the vaccinations? You want to get to that part? How
Yes,
about that?
save billions, sir. Save billions.
You
Yeah.
think that the
we got-
COVID was real?
We got another call coming in. Again, Texas, thank you so very much.
Thank you, Larry.
All right. Bye-bye.
What
All
a
right.
joke.
Hello, you're on the line live with John about Flat Earth. Go ahead. What's your name and where are you from, please? Hello? I must have dropped off. Well, yeah, okay. Now you were going into that whole side of the big shot, type of thing.
Yeah, can I read an excerpt from the book?
Yeah,
Anthony
really
Fauci?
fast. Go ahead because I want some people to talk to you about this. Pretty
This
good
is
stuff.
his template. His success as using the AIDS crisis to bring a deadly, toxic, and ineffective AIDS drug to market taught Dr. Fauci some key career lessons that he would faithfully repeat again and again and again throughout his long regime.
Uh-huh.
This guy from the 80s on is supposed to tell us how to be healthy.
Right.
And we believe that guy? And see, these are all actors. And remember, Trump was the president when it started.
Yeah, of course. It was a bad
Remember
situation.
that, folks. He's in on it.
All right, we have a caller. Caller, what's your name and where you're from, please? Go ahead with John about Flat Earth. Go ahead. Hello?
Oh, I'm John, also from Los Angeles. Good evening.
Okay, John, go ahead. John to John.
Hey, John.
Hey, John. Yeah, I'm enjoying the show, and Larry, I appreciate you're really open-minded, which is really good. But there's a lot of questions remaining, of course. That why are they all the astronauts in on the conspiracy too? They're all liars.
They're all Freemasons. Number one, and they get paid a lot of money. Number two. And do you remember back when that guy was asking all the astronauts to put their hand on the Bible and admit they went to the moon? Remember that guy got punched in the face by Buzz Aldrin?
Yeah, are all the astronauts lying? Were they lying when they actually came out and said that UFOs exist? They weren't supposed to do that.
Yeah, well, lie about that. At the end, when Buzz, Collins, and Armstrong were all talking about their moon landing, Collins said they saw no stars, and the other guy said they saw many stars. They can't even keep their story straight.
Right.
The bottom line is, are they all lying? Well, they're paid to lie, and they know if they don't. Gus Grissom was starting to expose NASA. He and two other astronauts were burned to death on the ground by NASA. When you want to talk, that's what happens. So a lot of them are for fear. They got to keep it going. They got a good job. They want to keep it going, and yeah, they're lying, but they're paid to lie, or they're afraid to tell the truth. Bottom line.
Why did some come out and tell the truth about UFOs, that they actually have seen UFOs? Why would they weren't in fear then, or?
What's that now?
Were they in fear when they came out and told the truth about that they saw UFOs? They weren't supposed to say that and acknowledge that.
Yeah, again, UFOs. I'm not saying there's not UFOs. I don't know where they're coming from.
Well, I'm talking about whether the astronauts are lying or not. Either they're all liars or
they have seen UFOs. Bottom line is the majority of what we see on the television is lying. The majority of people in the politics are all lying. The majority of entertainers lie. Anybody that tells the truth or says something that they want to be not vaccinated, those are the ones that get reprimanded.
Are all the people that flew on the Concorde, the thousands and thousands of people?
Yeah, one of the reasons they ended the Concorde.
Can I say something, John?
John,
can I say something?
The reason they ended it was because
John, give this guy. Let me respond to you.
John?
Oh, I was say sorry about that.
No problem.
Hear him very well.
I'm asking you. That's okay. Yeah, I understand. So I'm asking you: is everyone on the Concorde that saw the curvature of the Earth from 50 or 60,000 feet, are they all liars too?
Well, let me explain something too about.
Not the yes or no.
I don't know. I don't know that whole scenario, but let me just say, when you're flying from New York
so
to
they
LA,
might be telling the truth, right?
It takes
might be telling the truth that they saw
LA should be a quicker
the
trip.
curvature of the Earth means it's a sphere, it's not horizontal.
But I'm trying. I can't hear.
Give him time to respond to your question and go ahead and his questions. And so
yeah, I'm just saying. So people that on the Concorde that saw the curvature of the Earth from 50 or 60,000 feet, thousands have seen that. And they're all liars too, would you say, or no?
No, I don't know that whole thing. I know that the Concorde, there's a number of reasons why they quit flying it, and I forget all of them. But,
well, that's a different topic.
I don't know.
That's
Listen,
a different
I don't
topic.
know that whole story.
I know you. That's okay, and I appreciate you at least acknowledging you don't know the whole story. So the Earth might be round. It sounds like you might believe that, right?
I believe the Earth is round, stationary, and horizontal.
Round. Okay.
It's not a ball. I don't believe it's a ball at all.
Gotcha.
Most of my flat Earth friends are in Australia. They know they're not upside down. They're straight up. Flights, when flights are in the so-called southern hemisphere, they go off the blip, and then they come back on when they're on back in. There's a lot of flat Earth maps in the military. There's a lot of flat Earth maps that you wouldn't. The Suez Canal is 100+ miles of just on a flat plane. There's no curvature taken into account in so many things that are built, and one of them is the Suez Canal. I could give you a whole list of things.
Yeah, I understand. I appreciate that. Why when people look at a ship at a distance of 3, 4, 5 miles, and suddenly they can't see the ship anymore at 10 or 20 miles? Why can't they?
A better telescope, you can see it further out. It's all perspective. That's why. You lose perspective. Your eyes can only see so far, and it always is. It keeps going. If you got a good camera, you can see further then. Across Chicago, I think it's Indiana, there's a place where they say it's a mirage. No, you can see across. You can see way past.
Let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation.
Way past the curve. What's that?
John, let me ask the question, and then you answer them right back, okay? Give him time.
Sorry, I can't hear you very well, sir. Sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, John. I understand. So I'm saying, so why do ships eventually disappear? Are they on a flat plane, as you say, or maybe it's the Earth is round? Like, you have to be open-minded, right?
Well, they don't disappear. It's all perspective.
Yes, we do.
You can see further past. And if they go past their perspective, you won't be able to see them. But if you have a better telescope or a better camera, you'll be able to see them.
No, people have actually tried in high-powered telescopes, and the ships actually disappear at some point. So it's kind of proof.
Well,
that
it may be because of the atmosphere down by the water, and it may be the perspective. That's why.
Mm-hmm. And did they have CGI back in 1969? Did they make those videos up of they circling the moon? And
by the way, NASA lost all of their stuff from all the moon.
I saw it though. I saw it. Sorry to interrupt you, but I saw it. Why is there a dark side of the moon if it's a light source?
Well, there's never.
There you go. That's a good one.
There is just the one side that we see, and that's the light.
Oh, they don't light up the whole thing. I wonder why. Why wouldn't they do?
It's a light. It's not a big rock reflecting from the sun, man.
It's
93
not?
million miles. A rock's not going to be that bright. You look at the moon when
Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird that the side that's facing the sun is lit up and the side that's opposite the sun isn't lit up? It's dark. Why is that?
That's what they tell you. I don't know what's on the other side, but they don't tell you what the truth.
Well, they know. They've actually circled it and shown videos and pictures. So if you want to know, you can research it.
Also, Russia has done that too, and China. Yeah, it's interesting. My friend, the other John, we want to thank you for calling in. And,
thank you, John and Larry. Appreciate it. You both have a nice evening.
You too.
Nice talking with you, buddy.
Thank you so much.
You too, John. Thank you.
See, we can have a great conversation. You know, this is pretty cool. This is what it's all about, and on my station. So I really enjoy these questions that people are asking you, and you're answering them back. It's very good radio. But I got to get you guys to kind of, give everybody a chance to talk. It's so hard because a lot of people aren't used to talking on the radio.
Well, right. I apologize. I can't hear the callers that good. So.
Okay. I just turned them up. We have a caller that's calling right now. And what's your name and where you're from? And you're with John. Go ahead. Caller.
Hello.
Yeah, you there, caller.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. You're with John. And your name is what, sir?
Oh, this is Craig.
Okay, Craig, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Yeah, I listen to your show, John. It's a hard pill to swallow. To think that I got two questions, and so you don't believe in any other celestial entities in space at all, or is space not real either?
I believe we see lights, and the lights are the constellations never change. We're supposed to be moving
but they move. But
miles a year.
John, they do move. The constellations do move.
Yeah, I know they move, but they're the same. From many moons ago, they move. Everything else is moving around us. They move around us. See, I was an atheist before Flat Earth. I believe
the points of light move. They're not celestial bodies as stars or other suns that are farther away. You don't believe that?
No, they're lights, and they move around us. They tell us the seasons. The sun tells us the time of day. We don't need a clock or a watch. The moon tells us.
So
tells us the day of the month.
So let me ask you: is the sun and the stars, are they basically the same thing but just smaller?
No. I don't know what they're just lights. I don't know. They could be.
So, is the sun a light too?
Yeah, the sun is its own light source too. Yes.
So the sun and the stars are basically the same thing.
No, I don't agree with that.
No,
but I believe that the sun is. The sun could be. For all I know, the sun is God. looking down.
Senator Scott.
I don't have an answer for everything at all.
Right. No, I'm just. Nobody has the answer for everything.
Right. I don't have the answer.
I mean,
I just find.
Right. I mean, it's just. But we as human beings, we just try to use. We try to give what God has given us, our brain, and try to deduce things. And
right.
We. I guess so the sun is not a ball either.
The sun is a light, just like the moon is.
Which is not a ball or a sphere.
Yeah, and here's the thing. The controllers of our world want us to be complete dumbasses, and they do a great job of that. And they don't want us to believe in spirituality. They don't want us to believe They don't want us to believe that we have an immune system, that diseases are created by them. They don't want us to believe that's a way different subject. No, it's not.
Than having a flat Earth.
They're all.
I don't know.
Connected. They're all connected.
Well, John, let me ask you this: what's the purpose of a giant conspiracy that our Earth is flat, except instead of being round? I mean, what's the purpose? What do the powers that be or the people in charge, as you say, what do they have to gain?
Okay, we were created by a spiritual element. We were created. They don't want us to know we're created. They want us to be atheists. They've been trying that forever. Everything you see is satanic in our world. You got satanic demons in the music industry, all entertainment, the Super Bowl.
I will not disagree with you.
And it's all.
I will not disagree with you about that.
Plane. It's all related.
I will not disagree with you about the music industry and how we're nowadays music and popular culture is easy to show satanic pictures, and I'm agreeing with you, but I just don't understand how you think if someone says something is flat versus round, how is that anti-God?
Because
I mean, there's still people that are religious out there.
Plane. We were created. We were given this great clock. The moon tells you the time of the month.
Right. I get all that, but
they don't want us to know we had a creator. That's the bottom line.
I understand, but so you're saying that on a round planet there couldn't be a creator? I don't understand the argument against that.
We're on a ball. The ball. Gravity's supposed to hold in 71% of water. It's ridiculous to think that we're going. You can feel an earthquake, but you can't feel 1,000 mile an hour rotation. We can't feel that we're going a trillion miles a year through space. Are you kidding me? This is a joke. That's a joke. We are stationary. You feel it. You see everything going around us. They don't want us to know that we were created. They don't.
I understand what you're saying. You keep saying that. You keep saying they don't want us to know we were created. I understand. You keep saying that, but I don't know how that relates to having a round planet.
I mean,
people. There's still John. There's still very religious people. There's still churches. There's still religious people. There's still people that believe in God. There's still people that are Christians, and they have no issue with living on a round planet.
Yeah, but they don't realize how ridiculous it is to think that we're floating in space that fast. And in the Bible, it does say 250 times that we're on a stationary plane. It says it right there. The whole idea is to make people think we're moving through space. Well, we're not. We're not. That's the whole reason for keeping it away. And again, there are more and more people. I went to the Flat Earth Convention last month. And believe me, it's growing like crazy. People don't believe in the globe at all. The globe's a joke. We're not spinning on a ball. 72% water. Gravity, which isn't even defined, was made up by Sir Isaac Newton. And it's holding water in as we're going through space. A trillion miles a year? We're not moving, man. I mean, it's right in front of you.
I guess I just think that once you discredit one thing, then everything basically is a lie.
Yeah, everything is a lie.
Everything.
Yeah, the history of our world is a lie.
You know, medical science.
Yeah, medical. Look at the field. We just went through the COVID, and that's a joke, man. You can't catch a virus in science.
That's big. I mean, you can argue about big pharma, but you know, there has been strides in the medical industry. I mean, if you know, people go to the doctor. You don't have a doctor.
Hey,
you don't go to the doctor,
when
John.
you doctor something, what does that mean? When you doctor something,
But you don't go to the doctor, John.
A doctor is not good when you doctor it. That's the
But
word.
you don't You don't go to a doctor.
Not if I have. No, I haven't had a shot since the 70s. That's last time I had a flu shot, and I got the flu. I did the math. Viruses.
Yeah, they give you the dead flu. I agree with you on that. Some people don't get the flu, but you know, if you get in a car accident, don't take me to the doctor. Is that what you're going to state?
The only place that I agree with is an emergency when you have an emergency. But
the doctor, he's still a doctor. They got a doctor's degree. What you're saying, they're part of the whole big lie too.
Yeah, doctors are. They push vaccines right there. You know they're lying. Right there.
Wow.
Okay, so you get in an accident and you're broken back. You don't want to be treated with somebody who has the big lie. Well, you can take me home and die.
Give me your phone number. I'll call you if that happens. Okay.
It's cherry picking. That's what I call it.
No, it's not, man. Once you see that everybody is satanic, our medical community is satanic. Our entertainment is satanic. The
entertainment is satanic. I will not disagree with you on that.
They are all satanic, and we really should only treat ourselves. We really should be our own medical people. We should not. The medical community is a joke. It's a joke. Look at how much money they made on the COVID-19. If they said you died of that, you made a lot of money. CDC is Center for Disease Creation. They create them all. We have an immune system. They don't want you to think that anymore. 6 feet apart, wearing a mask. It's all a joke.
That particular subject, I somewhat agree with you. Big pharma, there's big money behind that, but
so
the medical industry
itself.
Sure, if I get in an accident and my head is cracked open, and I'm going to the doctor.
Yeah, me too.
I'm going to the emergency room. Who are, as you say, part of a big lie.
John.
And fix me up.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just telling you, NASA's the biggest liars that we see every day.
I see a lot of T-shirts saying that over the NASA logo. Liars.
You know what NASA stands for?
What?
Not a space agency.
Right. Caller, I want to thank the caller for calling in.
Nice talking to you, John. I mean, I'm not on board with it. You know what I mean? And I think that
I'm my own truth movement. You don't have to get on board. I'm not trying to sway you.
No. I mean, it's not on board. I'll look at I'm open-minded. I'll take a look, and I've looked at a lot of videos. A lot of this stuff happened on YouTube and all this, and you can do they got some great YouTube videos out there that, you know what I mean, they'll tell you everything is fake nowadays, and
Eric
the moon landing and this and that.
Look up Eric Dubé's 200 proofs the earth is flat. He just brought it out again. Watch that.
Okay. Again, I want to thank both. I want to thank.
They have some really good videos out there. They'll convince you on anything.
Yeah, I want to thank you guys very much for calling in. And
my pleasure. Have a good night, y'all.
Thank you, caller. Buddy. Great job. John, again, I want to thank you for being on. It's always a fun show when you call in and we talk, and I'm glad I found you again. And like I told you, I've got a lot of emails come in here and stuff, so it's an exciting type of show to have you on. And again, we do thank you very, very much.
Well, I appreciate it, and again, I'm not trying to persuade people about anything.
No, I get it. I want to hear about this flat Earth stuff. People are really into. I've got pages here where we can go on and on all night, of course, but we have a 1 hour show. But again, I want to thank you, and we're going to have you on again if that's okay with you.
Well, I would like to come on and talk about some of the other things that I know that are that people should be aware of. It's not just where we live, but it's so many lies going on right now.
You got that right. Thank you, John. Be well.
All Okay, thank you.
All right. Don't forget to subscribe. Push that button. You see right in front of you, that little bell? Hit that also. Subscribe to us on YouTube. All right. Thanks so much, everybody. Play well together. And if it is flat, be careful how when you're voting. You know what can happen to you.
Boys and girls, there is no outer space. We're on a flat world. They fooled the human race. We all fell for it before.